Don't you just love it every time you open TikTok or Spotify or even YouTube? The algorithm is just there for you. It feels very personalized, like they know me, they know what I want. However, sometimes I wonder, how did they know? Where did they get those information? And am I being stalked? Well, I'm Jescenia Shaqiulla Herlan Herman, and today we're going to talk about digital media and its user data protection. At first, I thought it was just the algorithm that, technology is smart. It's just how it is. However, the more I think about it, I almost feel like I'm being watched. Like every time I open Google and search up maybe matcha latte, and then TikTok would automatically put out videos about matcha and cafes and stuff. Then it got me thinking, how far can they go? How far can they track me? How far is my data exposed, Well, in a world that's already in its digital phase, everything is accessible, including our data. Our life has mostly turned online whether we like it or not. Every time you make an Instagram account, buy stuff online, it is inevitable to have our data there. However, does it mean that I do not have privacy? Or does the system looking at my purchase history is part of the privacy I'm given? Is it because they're not human that it's okay for them to look at what I'm doing currently? If it's really accessible, then how can we protect ourselves? Our personal information. It's ours and our right. Even the country's data cannot be fully protected. But who's to say our own personal information is safe, no matter how much we keep them tight with us? Our files are as vulnerable as it can be if we let it. So here's a few things you should know about digital media and its user data protection to help you have a more enjoyable experience in digital media. First off, let's debunk what is digital media. It's any media that can be processed, stored, and shared using electronic devices like laptops and phone that has content or promotions in it and is usually delivered through platforms like TikTok, YouTube, Shopee, etc., etc. Now, we use digital media a lot. We use it for entertainment, and getting information, and even sometimes businesses. Since for businesses, it's easy to reach out to the customers and see what they want. It's easier to reach out to the market and sell it in the market. That's why businesses now prefer to go online than offline. And digital media, it's easy to use, it's effective, and it's very engaging. The reason why we even use it in the first place, if it's not engaging, if we don't enjoy using it, then we probably won't even use it at all. You can see it through our daily lives. For example, don't you feel nice that every time you want to search up something, you can just Google what's this and this? Or every time you want to buy something, you can just search up in Shopee, Tokopedia, and eBay, Amazon, anywhere. You can listen to music on Spotify, any music, without having to buy cassettes. And before bed, you can watch Netflix. Don't you enjoy that? Even me myself, and a current habit that I'm having right now that's very unhealthy is that I cannot eat without watching YouTube, which makes me an iPad kid. But digital media is already so integrated in our lives that it's inevitable for us to use it. And because it's inevitable for us to use it, it's inevitable for us to share our data in it. Because if you notice, the more you engage with a platform or an app or Google, it becomes more personalized for us. Because personal details browsing habits, purchase history, and much more. They collect that. They collect that. How they use our data. How they use our data and how much privacy do we get? Now, digital privacy is a thing that is currently going on because, again, we are in a digital society now. So privacy is not something it used to be. Privacy used to be just me, myself, and I, and nobody looking. Me, myself, and my own room. However, what is digital privacy? What's privacy if somebody can just take away my data, or somebody can just know where I am, who I am, and steal who I am? Now that leads to data protection. At first, maybe a simple password would help. Picking a password over something only you know would help. However, now not so much, because as technology grew more advanced and people grow smarter, and technology also became smarter with AI and IoT, then we need to take extra measures. Passwords are not enough. You can take extra measures through passwords are not enough. Thankfully, these extra measures are mostly provided by the platforms itself. For example, two-step verification, in where if somebody wants to log in, they would have to not just fill in the password. However, they need to put in a verification code that is sent to the user itself that alerts the user that, oh, somebody's logging in. Who's this? I believe that it is our own responsibility to keep our personal information safe. And we have to be responsible on what we share online, what we put. Again, it's inevitable to have our data online, and unfortunately, there's not many measures yet, and I say yet, to be made right now. However, in the future, I believe that if the government can make more policies for the digital society, as we are growing more digitalized as we go, then that would help. That would help very much with cybercrimes. And I believe that if technology is used right, AI and IoT can help personalize protection because they would do it more effectively and accurately. Therefore, I feel like it's a very optimistic thing. However, it comes back to us in how much can we fight for our right, for our own protection. That's it for digital media and user data protection. This is Jescenia Shaqiulla, and thank you for listening.